Hello, gorgeous. I'm going to walk you through a few of my watercolor adventures here. Lately, watercolors have really been fitting well into my family life because I can just whip them out and draw while my kids are drawing too. They're very clean and nice, and also I'm able to get some really accurate depictions on these. So this one I'm working from a photograph, and all my birds are from photographs because I only have wild parrots here and they move kind of quickly. So after the pencil drawing, which I work on quite a bit, I put the water. And if you have a really nice pencil drawing that you're happy with, the painting is really quite easy. So I put the water and then I just dab in the color and it just flows into the water. And watercolors dry much lighter. So once the light colors are dry, I start adding some of the darker colors. See, it's pretty simple. This Connor is stretching his wing. He woke up after a nap when I was looking at him. So I like that. I like to draw birds in action. So these are the strawberry colored wing feathers. And we'll be able to see the whole thing in a second. And here's the other wing, yellow. Don't you just love how when you put the color in the water, it just spreads out? I'm using the same pinky color all over the bird. Now when you add the details, you want to put some things very specifically, making the shapes very accurate, and some you just get the general shapes, and that's fine. On birds, you just want to know how the feathers work and paint the patterns. So you have a good time painting. Don't get too tight with every little tiny detail. Anyway, that's how I approach it, because I really feel like painting should enrich your soul. Don't get uptight about it. Now I'm using just the gray from the watercolor set, but you can create your own gray. You can take the dominant color in your picture and then add the complement color. So here it would be the pink and green mixed together. It would make a very nice warm gray. And I actually use this technique in the rose painting, which I'll show you later. So that's a different way to make your own gray. As long as you're going from light to dark, you can add a lot of details to watercolors. It's kind of hard to go from dark to light unless you're using like a lighter colored pen or other paints. But with just the watercolors, you can go from light to dark. Now I'm using a waterproof pen to outline my composition here and to bring out the shadowy side of the bird. Alright, so here's another bird we're going to paint, and I'm going to use the same technique. Oh goodness, I erased this one a lot of times and just wanted to get him relatively close to the photograph. There he is. Now we put the water and we add the light color that will mix with the water. You see, the same process as the first one. I love watching this. And this will be our base color of paint. And once the base color is dry, we can add the details. This parrot, this is the second time I've painted him, and I have to say this time with the watercolors was much easier and much more accurate than when I painted with the acrylics. It probably helps that this is the second time I'm doing this, but also the medium really suits him and all these detailed scalloped feathers that he has. Adding the pen is one of my favorite parts because it's like the whole picture just comes together. I just add the pen where I want the darkest parts to be, and it's just very it's just a very relaxing process. So I'm just taking my time on his bright eye, very alert. And let's see how it turned out. So this is our final painting for today, and this is a picture of a rose, very special because my grandma and my parents came to visit us yesterday, and they brought us these roses. My grandma's favorite color has always been pink, and so this rose makes me think of her. Roses are one of my toughest subjects and also one of my favorite. So for the past few years, I've been painting them a lot, and they're never easy for me for some reason. I think because I get mixed up where I am in the petals, but I really love using watercolors. I think it turned out with that translucent look with the pink, so the petals look delicate, and I was able to get some depth in this one, some 3D look. I painted this late at night after our visit, using the same techniques as in the bird paintings. And I added some salt to the background to make these cool patterns. So what do you think? I have some artist friends who watch this channel, and I would love to hear from you. I'm always learning. I'm painting and drawing every day, and I just want to keep getting better. There's no comparison with reality. Reality is just so amazing. And so every time I see a beautiful flower, I just want to paint it and learn and interact with that beauty all the time. So if you've watched this far, know that you are loved and appreciated, and your support is deeply treasured by me. Thank you so much.